Welcome to Duwell Medical, dedicated to saving lives worldwide. Located in Reno, Nevada, Duwell Medical is fiscally sponsored by 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization We Care About Kids Nevada. Though most of the main activity is done out of our Reno office, Duwell Medical is currently working on improving the healthcare conditions in Bangladesh. So let's understand this country a little bit more before we learn about Duwell. Located in Southeast Asia, Bangladesh has a population of approximately 165 million people. Its capital is Dhaka, the ninth largest city in the world, with an estimated population of 17 million. Bangladesh is 1/20th the size of the U.S., with half the population. Here is Bangladesh in relation to Reno. Bangladesh is a developing country, with a growing economy and a strong middle class. With the biggest mall in Southeast Asia and the fourth largest mall in the world, Bangladesh has the leanings of a consumerist society. Bangladesh is the world's third largest textile exporter, which helps to fund the growth of their emerging economy. Here is Duwell Medical's location in Bangladesh.
Of Duwell Medical Corporation in Bangladesh. Bangladesh borders India and Myanmar. Duwell Medical is about 150 kilometers away from country's capital, Dhaka. Duwell Medical will serve population of 3.5 million people in Shodhpur district and more than 400,000 people in Noria Upazila. Healthcare in Dhaka is not a viable option for a person who needs prompt medical attention in Shodhpur because it is about 6 hours away via ferry and can take more than 10 hours via ground transportation. Here is the location of Duwell Medical on tree-lined Main Street.
Duwell Medical is located in central Bangladesh, which is roughly 100 kilometers away from Dhaka. Healthcare in this region is poor and non-existent for those that need immediate care. More than 70% of people die on their way to advanced medical care provided in Dhaka. Duwell Medical is the solution to this and many other problems. Project Duwell is the satellite organization of Duwell Medical. Their mission is to fundraise to improve healthcare in developing countries. Project Duwell is helping the children and their families in developing countries who require better healthcare. Project Duwell provides preventative healthcare and a better chance at life to children and their families in developing countries. Similar healthcare providers in Bangladesh are Grameen Health, private clinics, NGO organizations, and Beni Bazar Cancer Hospital. Project Duwell is different because it is a non-profit organization helping the impoverished by focusing on small, densely populated cities. Others are for-profit facilities dedicated to catering to the highly elite. The standard healthcare in this region is greatly wanting. This is a portrait of an average day in Bengali hospital, as witnessed by our founder Kausar Khan. A hospital with no sterility and with nurses using bare hands. The lack of proper treatment and comfort hints to a system of healthcare divided by economic barriers. Here, patrons must bring their own food and bed dressing for aftercare. Here is the availability of advanced
Crossing
healthcare in
Bangladesh's
Bangladesh.
Padma River, the world's third largest, can be a tiring and treacherous journey due to unreliable and limited ferry connections. There are long waits for the boats, which are often old and overloaded, and there are frequent accidents along the way, some fatal.
70% of the patients with serious illness die on the road to Dhaka. One of my elder brothers died on the way while we were on the river.
Imam Hussein Dali and his wife embark almost weekly on the journey to the capital Dhaka from their village on the other side of the river. They make the 3.5-hour trip for medical treatment, to visit their daughters, and for Imam's work as a rope trader.
These are the stages of development for Project Duwell. The availability of advanced healthcare in Bangladesh could only be remedied by building a state-of-the-art medical facility to service the overpopulated area. The vision is innovation. The business model behind it is to work out of the United States to get funding while striving to produce improvement in international healthcare. The top in high-tech equipment, ultra-modern and green-friendly, a trustable facility for all that need advanced healthcare. To cut down on paperwork, doctors will use tablets. This will reduce the possibility of medical errors and increase overall efficiency. The interior will be simple and clean, stimulating a better work environment and agreeable aftercare stay, a very modern equivalent to hospitals in developed countries. As the city does not offer a variety of apartments for rent, Duwell Medical will be providing 4 buildings to house staff. This will lead to a more successful and reliable establishment as staff will be secured. The construction of the main facility started in 2010. Since then, it has received overwhelming feedback and support from the community. Construction is close to completion, with the first floor ready for use. Duwell Medical has been involved in many events, both with government and strategic alliances. In June 2012, Duwell worked with the Bangladeshi government to distribute polio vaccine to almost 2,000 children. With support from the Rotary International Club, the MRD Global Foundation, and We Care About Kids Nevada, Project Duwell helped to improve the chance of life for children in Bangladesh. Duwell is very proud of its alliances. They have the diverse amount of expertise needed for its further growth and success. We Care About Kids Nevada is a nonprofit corporation that, through collaboration with Duwell, helps to improve the healthcare condition in the United States. Duwell and We Care About Kids Nevada helped elementary students in need and worked to build awareness and a sense of community in the Reno area. One of the events done in tandem with We Care About Kids Nevada was the Paralympics event in Fernley Elementary School, for which Project Duwell only received positive feedback. Through this event, awareness and excitement were brought to students about helping to improve the progress of further health care. MRD Global Foundation is a charitable organization based in Reno, Nevada, serving global causes. MRD stands for Make a Real Difference. MRD worked with Project Duwell on the polio vaccinations event held in Bangladesh. They also helped to launch the Preventative Health Education Program. As a great partner, MRD has hosted many fundraising events in Reno to help gain sponsors for Duwell. MedShare is a national nonprofit organization that recovers surplus medical supplies and equipment from American hospitals and manufacturers and redistributes them to needy hospitals in developing countries. Executive Director Chuck Hopp has appointed to help Duwell Medical. Let's take a closer look at MedShare.
MedShare is practicing environmental innovation by taking an often overlooked area of waste, the medical surplus and supplies, and utilizing it by helping the world and our communities. Hospitals are the 4th largest generator of waste in the United States. When a surgical pack is even put into the OR, even if that surgical pack is never opened, it's thrown away. What we have done is gone into our partner hospitals and we've told them that we want anything and everything that is from that OR pack that has not been into patient contact at all. They gather it for us, we bring it back here, and our volunteers sort it all out, and we make those supplies available to people around the world who would not otherwise have those supplies. We also
MedShare will provide Duwell with a 40-foot container full of medical supplies and equipment. MedShare is one of the major backbones of Project Duwell. Cure to Children is a nonprofit organization providing free support to health professionals, families, volunteers, and institutions in developing countries, caring for children with leukemia, cancer, and other severe diseases in compliance with shared principles and vision. The services offered will be pertinent to local realities and social values. With Cure to Children, we are working to start a world-renowned lab on the 4th floor of Duwell Medical to detect dysthymia, a rare waterborne disease affecting hundreds of thousands of kids. Google Grants is a donation program that distributes free in-kind advertising to select 501c3 nonprofit organizations. Google Grants is the nonprofit edition of AdWords, Google's online advertising tool. Google Grants empowers Project Duwell through $10,000 per month in in-kind AdWords advertising to promote their mission and initiatives on Google.com. Project Duwell was privately funded, but now you can support the cause by donating through their website. Trustable, innovation, forward thinking. Duwell Medical is here.